So I just figured out that there is modern day slavery in the form of brainwashing. Okay, so you've noticed that these humongous companies will have these big time hiring events, and this is for multiple different reasons. But I think for the gist of it, these big hiring events is because they're looking for a certain caliber of person. Okay, I don't mean to throw a company under the bus, but I'm going to. Kubota does this, which is kind of strange. They don't do it to their own country. They do it in other countries. Um, they'll have a really big hiring event. They will hire 1,000 people that year, and they'll also say that they've never had a layoff in so many years and blah blah blah. That's because they use temp services, so they can't directly tie whenever they fire a bunch of people directly to their company, which is just hey, look over here while we're firing people. We're just using these temp agencies to fire people. Anyways, so they'll hire 1,000 people and then they'll fire 1,000 people that year. You heard me correctly. They'll hire 1,000 people, then they'll fire 1,000 people. Well, in those hirings and firings, they might keep, I don't know, 5 or 6 people that are able to do the job. If not, um, they know that they're getting cheap work. They know that they're getting a discounted work performance. That's the same as somebody who's been there for 20 years. Actually, it'll probably be better than somebody who's been there for 20 years because somebody who's been there for 20 years is worn slap out. Dirty little trick that they pull on us, isn't it? This is what big corporations do. They work you to the bone and they make you want to quit. They get cheap work out of you because they're not going to pay you top dollar because you're not going to stick around because nobody would stick around for that. I'm trying to think of 3 or 4 different companies off the top of my head right now that it's back-breaking work. They will overwork you on purpose, and they'll make sure and keep a temp agency in their front door to make sure to keep fueling the cheap work. The cheap work. Just keep funneling in the cheap work. It's awful. It's the world that we live in. So if you're a big-time corporation and you use temp agencies, you better actually hire people. Because if you don't, you're kind of a target for exactly what I'm saying. Modern day slavery in America happens every day.